This video may seem out of nowhere to the probably less than 5 people watching it. However, if you look at the rest of my channel, subscribe by the way please, then it's quite clear I don't even know myself what I'm going to upload next. However, I've always been sort of a geek for theme parks and especially roller coasters, so a 3-week-long vacation through mostly Florida but a couple other states gave me the opportunity to live out my nerdiness going on some kick-ass roller coasters. I decided based off this trip that I was going to start a short new series where I do some quick-fire reviews on parks because not only does it get information to you guys faster on what parks are nice and which ones suck, but it also gives me less to edit because I'm a lazy asshole. No, like, seriously, I have a bunch of footage saved from my skiing trip during spring break I was going to make into a vlog that I haven't even started writing the script for by midsummer. Anyway, with that introduction out of the way, I need to explain the scoring system I have, which is foolproof and definitely not flawed in any sort of fashion. The final score each park receives will be out of 100 points with 10 categories determining the score. In each of these categories, a park can get a score from 0 to 10, with 0 being that it cannot be scored or that the park's performance was so terrible it shall only have mercy from a negative score. The 10 categories are as follows: staff, pricing, park layout, souvenirs, flat rides and or dark rides, food and drinks, lines, water rides, how much is doable in a day, and roller coasters. Alright, so with those categories out of the way, let's get on to the first park I visited, which was Universal Studios Islands of Adventure in Orlando. The staff here is fine. I've had some good staff and some who aren't so good. Nobody really stuck out as amazing though, 6 out of 10. As for pricing, what can you really expect? It's Universal, it's gonna be expensive. Is it overpriced? Yeah, definitely a bit, especially with the Fast Pass thing that they have, which is ridiculous, which is why almost nobody's in the line for holders of it. Because it's one of the largest and most popular parks though, with all that goes into it, is the pricing really that bad? Nah, I won't knock it too bad, although it really is just what you can expect for a park this large, so the score will just be in the middle, 5 out of 10. The park layout of Islands of Adventure is really easy to understand, but the park is absolutely massive. There's a large lake directly in the center of the park that you need to constantly circumvent in order to reach anywhere. There's a lot of walking at this park, making the layout annoying to get around at times. Also, accessing major attractions is difficult at times due to how compact the paths are compared to how many people are there. You're always needing to walk directly through a crowd of people, 6 out of 10. Not much to say here. Souvenirs at Universal are great. They don't have absolutely everything in the book, but they have pretty much anything you could want. There are gift shops next to and in the exit of almost every major attraction, containing shelves of merch for the ride itself as well as for the park, unlike the start of quarantine in which you couldn't even get a bottle of hand sanitizer. 9 out of 10. Universal has some of the best and some of the worst rides in this category, although the latter much less so at Islands of Adventure rather than the regular Universal Studios. There are plenty of family rides in the Dr. Seuss area as well as thrill rides in the other sections. It's pretty well balanced. There are some highlights here with Fearfall and Forbidden Journey, which are great. I also like Spider-Man a lot. 9 out of 10. Universal has decent food, albeit horrendously priced. There's a lot of places to get something to eat, although there isn't too much variety. Things like pizza, burgers, and chicken sandwiches are quite common. The highlights for me came in the Harry Potter section in terms of treats. They have a large candy store and butterbeer is very good. 7 out of 10. Lines vary a little at this park, and that's mostly on capacity. A lot of the rides here have great dispatches, but some of them move slower because of the low capacity. However, rides such as Hagrid's and Velocicoaster, which always have the longest lines, move much faster than the line time posted, and that's really good. Lines are still very long though, so it's not amazing. 7 out of 10. There are 2 water rides at this park, and both are very good. Jurassic Park and Ripsaw Falls are amazing and get you plenty wet. Not much else to say than that they're good. 9 out of 10. Although it'll take you a long time, you can get through every major attraction in the park in a whole day. It's not that difficult, but again, it'll definitely take you a long time. I haven't attempted to try absolutely everything, but I doubt you can do that. Because you can get through everything you want to get done in a full day, it's fine. 6 out of 10. There are 4 credits here: a Vekoma family coaster, a B&M launch sit-down, and 2 Intamin multi-launch coasters, Hagrid's being in between a family and a thrill ride. While this isn't the greatest coaster lineup, it does have the benefit of, and nobody can argue with me until the Iron Gwazi opens, the best coaster in Florida, the Velocicoaster. That ride is sick and I'm super glad I was able to ride it. The second launch into the rest of the coaster is absolutely mind-blowing. Hulk is good, although those who don't like intensity that much will not enjoy it. The launch lift hill and the zero-G roll at the top is really cool and unique. I liked Hagrid's a lot and it's very well themed. The backwards section and drop track is very fun. I've only been on Flight of the Hippogriff twice, and it's okay. The line takes forever though. 8 out of 10. I'm gonna do a little ranking system for all the coasters in the park and then how they stack up to all coasters I went on the trip. Because this is the first park, I'll only do a park ranking. Here's how they rank in my opinion. So with all those scores added up, we come to a final score of 72. That's a pretty solid score and about what I expected. It's a main park you want to visit here, and I would highly recommend a visit even for Velocicoaster alone. There are a few flaws like any major park, although you'll likely have a good time when you're there unless you dislike crowds and a lack of shade. Thanks for watching. More reviews as well as other content will be coming soon.